What's going on? Donald Boom Boxed Up, reviewing your options for a video podcast. Now, if you're a podcast host, you honestly probably already have a really good option for recording audio. But what I wanted to talk about today is, what if you wanted to step up your video capture quality, or if you're booking guests, you also want them to have high quality video. So what we put together is this kit containing this Logitech Brio. It's about a $200 camera, but as you'll see in a couple of minutes, it does a really good job of upgrading the basic level built-in computer cameras that typically come on most PCs and laptops. So what you're seeing here is a side-by-side of the built-in camera that I have on my MacBook Pro, right alongside the Logitech Brio. Now the Logitech captures in 4K, and anybody who has a MacBook and really a lot of standard computers knows that the built-in camera isn't always ideal. But this is a really good option if you want a quick upgrade of your video quality. So if you're sending someone a podcast kit or you're booking a guest and you want them to have both good audio and good video quality, this is a really good option to use. Now the second scenario, this is walking through the difference between that same Logitech Brio with lighting and the Logitech Brio without lighting. Now you don't always know what the lighting situation will be for your podcast guests or for you yourself. So we also have an option to send additional lighting, which we kit out is this newer panel light, really quick, really easy to assemble, and as you can see, quickly upgrades the video quality. Now what's included in the kit? The first thing that you'll see is this XLR microphone, but what we also include along with that kit is this thing here. Now this is a PAL adapter. It'll take the input from the XLR mic and it'll translate that into the computer, and the output is a USB. So this is really, really cool because you don't have to overthink or depend on anyone to be an expert when they're not. Simply plug and play, and in about 10 minutes, you'll be able to set up the kit yourself. All right, now the last thing that I want to cover is I do want to do a side-by-side of what I'm capturing here on my Sony a7 and this 85mm lens and the Logitech Brio. As you can see, you're going to get a lot of upgrades when you go with something like a Sony a7. It's a $2,000 camera, 10 times the cost of the Logitech Brio. But what I wanted to display is the Logitech Brio still does a good job. Now granted, it's not the Sony a7. We've got the blur background with the Sony, which is called bokeh in the industry, but it's a really, really smooth process. Now there are options, especially if you're a podcast host and you want to continue to have the top of the line quality. I'd highly recommend that. There are several kits and it's a pretty easy adapter that you just simply plug into your camera and that streams directly into your device. So that is something that you can do if you're recording on Skype, if you're recording on Zoom. There are options for you to pick up high quality video for yourself, the podcast host.